Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the W7 Color Me Buff palettes and the Naked 2 palette, and these are supposed to be dupes for each other. So as you can tell, not all the colors are the same, like the first two colors are. The next ones are as well. The other ones are as well. Then here comes where it changes because the Naked 2 has like a pinkish color, and then the Buff palette has a gold color. The Naked 2 has a purple, and the bottom one has a purplish brownish color. And yeah, so I'm going to be swatching these first colors. So I'm going to be swatching the Naked 2 palette first in the color Foxy. So I'm just gonna grab some more because I don't think I picked up much, but there it is. And as you can see, it's like a natural color, and like it blends into my skin. And that's the color Foxy. So now I'm swatching the one from the Buff palette, and that is called Buff. As you can see, that one also blends into my skin, and they are very similar. So now I'm going to the second color from the Naked 2 called Half Baked. And this is more of a copper color than the one from the Color Me Buff palette, and this is a very pretty color. So I'm swatching the one from the Buff Me palette called Camel. As you can see from the Naked 2 palette, it is more copper than the one from the Buff palette, but it's still very pigmented. So it's more like a goldish, yellowish color. So now I'm going to swatch the Naked color called the Booty Call. And this is like a whitish, pinkish color with some shine in there. It's very pigmented. So now I'm going into the one in the Buff Me palette called Sand. It's also a pinkish, whitish color. As you could tell, the Naked one is more pigmented, but the Buff Me one is still very pigmented. So now for the next one called Chopper. This is a pinkish, goldish color, and it's very pretty. As you could tell, and it's also very pigmented. So the one from the Color Me Buff palette is called Dust, and these two colors aren't the same. The one in the Buff Me palette is more gold than the Naked 2 because that one's more pinkish. So now I'm going to the color called Tease, and it's a purple color. And as you can see, it's not very pigmented, but and then the one from the Buff Me palette is called Chocolate. And this one's more of a brownish, purplish color. As you can see, like, they're not really pigmented, but it's still, like, okay, like, if you build it up. So next, the color called Snake Bite. It's a very pretty, like, silver gold color. And I really love this color. It's so pretty. So the one from the Buff Me palette is called Topaz. And this color is also very pretty. It's more brownish than the one in the Naked 2 palette, but it's still pigmented. So the next color called Suspect. This also like a very pretty gold silver color with like a hint of like brown in there. So the one from the Buff palette is called Earth. And these colors are really similar, as you could tell. The one in the Buff palette is just a little bit darker, but I still think they're very similar. So then I'm going into the color Pistol, and it's a silver color. This is from the Naked 2 palette. And then the one from the Buff palette is called Storm. And as you can tell, that one is much more darker than the one from the Naked 2. So now for the color Verve, I don't really know how to pronounce that name, but it's like a silver pink color, but light pink. The one from the Naked palette, from the Color Me Buff palette called Silk. As you can tell, this one is more silver than the other one, but it's very pigmented. Okay, now I'm going to the next color called Yolk. It's a gold color, pink gold color. It's very pretty. So now from the from the Buff palette, this is more gold. So it's not the same colors, but it's still good. It's called Thunder. It's called Wave, my bad, sorry. The one from the Naked palette, I'm going into the color Busted, and it's a really pretty, like, silver purple color. And then the one from the Buff palette, it's not purple, it's like a dark brown, but it's called Thunder. This one is called Thunder. I'm sorry, I messed up with the last color. But as you can tell, this one's like really dark, so it doesn't really match. So I went to the Naked 2 palette called Blackout, and it's just a black color, and it's not very pigmented. As you can tell, the one in the Buffing palette is more pigmented than the one in the Naked palette. You will see now. And that one is in the color Onyx. You can tell it's very much more pigmented. So those are the colors. So overall, I think you should definitely buy the Color Me Buff palette if you do not want to spend $50 on the Naked 2 palettes. I will be linking the Color Me Buff palette down below. This video is not sponsored. This is my own opinion and my own reviews. So I really think the Color Me Buff palette is worth it if you want to save more money. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.